Roofing keeps every building in this country watertight. It's also one of the toughest jobs you can choose. Today I'm giving you 5 honest reasons this trade is generally hard. Then I'm telling you why people still do it anyway. Nobody's gonna sugarcoat this one. Roofing is physically brutal, generally dangerous, and the residential side of this industry has a reputation problem that honest roofers are stuck dealing with every single day. I spent 30 years around the trades. I know what roofers actually deal with on the ground. Today I'm giving you 5 documented reasons this career is hard. Then I'll tell you why the demand and the income still makes it worth considering. Before we get started, smash that like button, subscribe. All right, let's get into it. Reason number 1. This is one of the most dangerous jobs in the entire country. Here's reason number 1, and it's the most serious one on this list. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, roofing has a fatal injury rate of approximately 51.8 per 100,000 full-time workers. That makes roofing the 3rd deadliest civilian occupation in the United States, behind only logging and commercial fishing. Here's what's actually causing those deaths. Roughly 82 of the 85% of roofing fatalities are caused by falls, slips, or trips. That's not a small risk buried in the statistics. It is the dominant cause by a wide margin. Beyond fatalities, roofers experience elevated rates of non-fatal injuries too. Burns from hot bitumen and roofing materials. Heat-related illness from working on surfaces that can become dangerously hot in direct summer sun. This is a real documented risk that every roofer carries every single day on the job.
Hey, pause, real quick. Before you go all in on a trade, let me save you from making the mistake I see all the time, picking the wrong one. Course Careers has an AI career counselor named Coura, and she's built specifically for this. You tell her about your goals, your lifestyle, how you like to work, and she'll map you to the right fit. Whether that's HVAC, plumbing, electrical, construction project managing, construction estimating, architectural drafting, or supply chain coordinator. Then she hands you a free intro course so you can test drive the career before you spend a dime on training. Students have used this to break into high-paying careers in as little as 4 to 12 weeks. No degree, no experience required. Link is in the description and pinned in the comments below. Don't pick a trade blind. Use the tool.
Reason 2. The physical toll is consistent and unforgiving. Here's reason number 2. Roofing work involves climbing, bending, kneeling, and heavy lifting, all happening at an inclined or uneven surface. There is no flat, stable ground to stand on for most of your shift. Your body's working against gravity and balance constantly, not just lifting weight. Add direct sun exposure for full shifts during the busiest months, and the physical demand compounds fast. Years of this work adds up. Knee problems, back problems, the kind of wear and tear that builds slowly and then becomes impossible to ignore. This is sustained physical labor in one of the least forgiving working positions in the entire trades world. Reason 3. Your income could swing hard with the seasons. Here's reason number 3. In northern states, roofing work can slow down significantly during winter months. You cannot safely roof in heavy rain, high wind, or ice. That means your schedule and your paychecks are generally dictated by weather in a lot of regions. Here's what that looks like in practice. Overtime and aggressive scheduling during the busy summer season. Then the real possibility of reduced hours when winter hits, depending on whether you live in or who you work for. This is not a trade with smooth, predictable, identical income every single month nationwide. Your specific climate determines a real part of your annual income, and that's a factor most people don't think about before entering this trade. Reason number 4. The residential market is flooded with storm chasers and sales tactics. Here's reason number 4, and this one is more about reputation than physical risks. The residential roofing industry has a genuine problem with what's known as storm chasing. Contractors who follow severe weather events specifically to knock on doors and chase insurance claims money. These operations show up within 24 to 72 hours of a major storm, often from out of state. Aggressive door knocking, high pressure, sign today sales tactics. Some have even been documented manufacturing fake roof damage to justify a claim. Here's why this is a real problem for honest roofers, not just homeowners. Every scam story makes the entire industry look untrustworthy. A homeowner who got burned by a storm chaser 2 years ago is going to be skeptical of every roofer who knocks on their door after that, including the honest ones. If you build a legitimate roofing business, you're not just competing on price and quality. You're constantly working to overcome a trust deficit that other people in your industry created. So real quick, I want to talk about something that paid for itself faster than I expected. My brother Shane put together this program called the Content Growth Engine. Now I know what you're thinking. Of course you're going to say it's good. He's your brother. Fair. But I legit paid to join out of my own pocket because I wanted to find out for myself. And it paid for itself fast. First month in, I had a $214 day. Month 4, I'm hitting $445 days. Month 5, $519 days. And it just keeps building from there. And I'm not grinding for it either. Less than 4 hours a week. No marketing background, no tech stuff. Just a system that works and actually makes sense. If that sounds like something you've been looking for, the link is in the description and pinned in the comments below. Go check it out. Number 5, quality work often gets undercut by corner cutting competitors. Here's reason number 5 in the storm, damage, and insurance claim segment of this industry specifically. Low bid competitors routinely win jobs by cutting corners that customers can't see until it's too late, installing cheaper shingles than what was actually specified, skipping the ice and water shield membrane that prevents leaks at the eaves and the valleys, using fewer nails per shingles than the manufacturer requires. None of that shows up at the walkthrough. It shows up 2 or 4 years later as a leak, and by then, corner cutting contractor is long gone. Here's the honest frustration this creates for legitimate roofers. You can bid a job correctly with the right material and proper installation and still lose the bid to someone who's planning to do it wrong. Competing against contractors who have no intention of standing behind their work is a real ongoing frustration in residential roofing specifically.
Hey, quick break here. If you're interested in a free course on getting into the trades, then click this link below.
So why do people still do this? Okay, 5 real documented reasons this career is hard. Here's the honest other side. Roofing remains one of the most accessible trades in the entire country. No formal education requirement. Most roofers learn entirely on the job, earning a wage from day one. The BLS projects 6% employment growth through 2034, faster than the national average, with about 12,700 openings every year. Here's the income picture that makes this worth considering despite everything I just covered. The median annual wage for roofers is $50,970 nationally. Top paying states like Massachusetts pushes that median above $72,000. And the real ceiling in this trade lives in the business ownership. There are over 101,000 roofing companies in the U.S., and no single company controls more than 5% of the market. That means a roofing contractor who builds a real crew, a real reputation, and refuses to play the storm chaser game can absolutely separate themselves and build something lasting. Here's the honest truth about all 5 complaints I just gave you. The danger gets managed, not eliminated, through real safety discipline and proper fall protection every single time. The seasonal swing evens out once you build a reputation strong enough to stay busy with repeat and referral work. And the storm chasers and the corner cutters, the roofers who build an honest reputation over years, are the ones still standing long after those operations have moved to the next town. This is a hard trade. It's also one where doing it right consistently over years generally separates you from most of the competition. Quick break here. If you're sitting here wondering which trade is actually right for you specifically, I built a free 5-minute tool that walks you through it. Link is in the description and pinned in the comments. Roofing is not an easy career. The danger is real. The physical toll is real. The seasonal swings are real. The reputation battle against storm chasers and corner cutters is real, but the demand is real too. And the roofers who build their business on honest work and real safety standards are the ones who make this trade generally worth it. Hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Drop a comment. Are you a roofer? Did I get this right? I want to hear from people actually doing this work. I read every single one. Catch you in the next video. Peace out.
If you need to learn a trade, go to Jack of all trades.